Game 2 NBA Finals was fantastic. We had history made on both sides of the ball. Ray Allen, he must have had extra hot sauce on his plate before the game because he was unconscious from behind the arc. Andruw, Bynum, and Gasol, I guess they didn't pay their easy pass because they were rejecting every shot that the Boston Celtics put up. Welcome to another episode of E.TV. Let's talk NBA Finals Game 2. You know what the score was. The Boston Celtics redeemed themselves in victory and beat the LA Lakers 103-94 to tie up the series 1-1. And let me tell you, it was history making. First off, Ray Allen had 32 points in Game 2, 27 in the first half. And let me give you some more information on what Ray Allen did. He had an NBA Finals record, 8 3-point field goals made, and 7 of them were made in the first half. So even though the rest of the Boston Celtics really weren't productive on the offensive side of the ball, with 27 points from one guy, yeah, you better believe he's the one that kept them in the game and not only had the MVP performance of Game 2. Other players of noteworthy performance of Game 2, Rajon Rondo. This is his 5th career postseason triple-double that he had, in which he had 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. I just got one thing to say to everybody. Hello? I think Rondo's a little good now. Maybe we need to work on not letting him get the ball, not letting him get those key rebounds. I mean, it's almost as if, when he does that move where he goes to the lane and he does the behind the back, has the big man fade and jump, and he just puts it up off the glass. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen another point guard do that. The guy can't even be 6'1". He's 6 feet in sneakers. But I mean, hey, the guy had an outstanding game. And like I've been telling everybody, when Rondo plays well, and whenever he has a triple-double, the Celtics win flat out. So, I mean, the key to the Celtics at this point is if you at least neutralize Rondo, maybe you have a chance. In my previous episode, I did mention that Kevin Garnett needs to step up and play big. I mean, he didn't do it at all. He had 6 points, 4 rebounds in 24 minutes. Granted, he got into foul trouble, but, KG, you my man. But like they say, sometimes you got to know when to hold him. And you got to know when to fold him. And I mean, I don't know if it's the age or maybe, he was hitting up the clubs out there in L.A. and, the night before Game 1 and Game 2. But we need to see a classic KG performance because I don't know if the Celtics could continue winning without anything coming from KG. I mean, I don't see the passion. I don't see the cursing. I don't see the grit, the deny. I don't see the grinding of the teeth. This is straight up griminess. I don't see any of that. But hey, man, I mean, like I said, it's only 2 games in the book so far. Maybe he'll be there in Game 3. Now, on the other side of the ball, I feel that the reason for the loss of Game 2, a lot of it was put on the shoulders of the Laker offense in terms of they weren't really in sync. They were missing a lot of shots, which led to a lot of fast break opportunities for Ronald to get in the seam. And obviously, with Ray being so hot, he was just kicking the ball out to Ray. I mean, Kobe Bryant did have 21 points, but, he was saddled with 5 fouls, and by halftime, he already had 3. So he really didn't get a lot of, his allotted minutes in the game to really get into rhythm and to really pick his spots so, when to shoot and when to pass and really get into, destruction mode, or should I say, quote-unquote, Black Mamba mode. So there were a lot of bad foul calls too. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, if you're a real basketball fan and you were watching that game, there were a lot of ghost fouls. I mean, that one where he picked up the 4th foul that he picked up on Rondo. I mean, he didn't push Rondo out of bounds. And then you had a big baby foul on Andruw Bynum where, he had all ball and a little bit of the wrist. You can't call that. This is the NBA Finals. You got to let them get a little physical, let them be a little bit emotional. And I felt the worst call tonight was when the ball that was tapped out clearly on the palm of Kevin Garnett, they called it out on the Lakers. It didn't prove to be crucial, but I mean, it's just the little calls like that where it's like, dang, man, it's the NBA Finals. You got to let them get loose a little bit. There were more records set in this game of the NBA Finals on the Lakers' end side of the ball. Gasol and Andruw Bynum were the first teammates in NBA Finals history to have at least 5 blocks apiece for 2 players in one Finals game. Gasol has 6 and Andruw has 7 blocks. So like I said, that's the first time 2 players from the same team have had a minimum of 5 blocks in one game. Kudos to those guys, but unfortunately they didn't come out with the victory. Now, a player on the Lakers that really needs to step up, and they got away with it in game one because, the offense was so superb. But in game two, his lack of production really came to the forefront because Kobe was in so much foul trouble, is Lamar Odom. I mean, the guy had 3 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 fouls in 15 minutes. I mean, when the Lakers look good and when the Lakers win, I mean, hey, Lamar Odom, he's the type of guy where if he gives you anywhere from between 10 to 15 points, anywhere from like 8 to 12 rebounds and a couple assists, the Lakers are winning by 15 points easily. He's the X factor. He's the guy that comes up off the bench and he's your point forward. He's 6'10", could dribble, could shoot, could post up, and could rebound. There aren't that many players like that in the league, and if he doesn't prove to show those skills, I don't know how victorious the Lakers could be. Because at this point, the guy has more fouls than points in the NBA Finals. I don't think that's really something that you want to, hang your hat on. But, that's the story behind Game 2. History was made. Game 3, it should be exciting. It's going to take place in Boston. Do I think Boston's going to win the first game? I think so, because, it's the first game at home. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're going to be real hyped up. And, the LA Lakers, knowing that coming off a loss, that Game 3 is very important. I don't know if they're going to come out maybe too psyched up and, blow all their energy in the first quarter. Who knows? But I predict the Celtics to win Game 3. Thank you for watching this episode of E.TV. And I know I can expect to see you soon. Leave your comments if you feel that there's something that I'm not hitting or something that you'd like to discuss. Thank you.